Do you ever just open Steam, look at it for a few minutes, and finally decide what to play? You open a game and you close it instantly, thinking to yourself that you didn't even want to play that. Then, if you hate mental health, so you have Twitter, you may have stumbled across some tweets that claim that video games are dead and that the people writing those tweets don't have fun playing them, and you also shouldn't. But are they right? I think it's best to compare the issue of dead gaming to the discourse surrounding movies. We all know that you can watch films and you can watch films. Someone who is watching only Marvel-esque movies or God forbid DCEU of course will claim that cinema is dead, there's no point in going to the theater and it's better to stay at home and watch, I don't know, The Kissing Booth. If that person would only widen their view and see how many amazing projects are made and see how cinema flourishes and notice all of the cool indie movies and high budget films. Now let's translate that to gaming. Someone who is only playing Call of Duty, FIFA and CS2 of course is gonna say that gaming sucks, FIFA ruined their life and COD killed their dog. But once you step past the biggest AAA games which are designed to reach for your wallet and not provide a fun gameplay, you'll start to see how many amazing projects there are. Of course, some big games are also very good, but I will come back to that later. For now, I want to talk about I think all of you saw that coming because so many creators always say to play indie games, but that's my point. Playing indie games, even the popular ones, guarantee you so many unique experiences. Want to play as an immortal god trying to escape Hades? Play, well, Hades. Want to play probably one of the most unique horror games? Play Doki Doki. Like with movies, once you stop playing slobs crafted by a financial board and start playing games that are made with love and are packed with unique ideas, I guarantee you'll stop thinking that gaming is dying. If you're wondering where to start and how to find games that could be for you, here are some videos from very cool creators that may help you find your next game. Now speaking of creators, I think not a lot of people mention the creating indie games YouTubers. Those are the people that document how they are creating their games. Like I know this type of content may not be your cup of tea, but I think that getting invested in the process of making a game and seeing how much goes into creating them can let you appreciate video games even more. Hell, it can even inspire you to create video games of your own. I know that is the case because it happened to me and that's how I also discovered Blender. So maybe that isn't really a good thing. In all seriousness, I think that supporting new and independent creators and projects can really benefit the video games industry by teaching the viewers about it. Speaking of independent projects, I want to tell you about why I haven't uploaded in so long. Well, apart from school, I'm actually in the process of creating my very first 3D short film in Blender called The Heist. I'm now leaving the pre-production phase and I have a whole animatic ready, as well as some concept arts created by very talented people. So if you're interested in the project, you can subscribe to my channel because I will be making videos about it soon, and if you want to support me even more, you can check out my newly opened Patreon for some extra perks. But getting back to the video, even though I've been praising the video game industry for a couple of minutes, it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Those who are a little bit more familiar with the gaming space know of many problems like layoffs, crunch, video game journalism and monetization. Actually, the last one is kinda fucked up. For the past few years, we all have seen how microtransactions started turning into macrotransactions. Probably the loudest example as of late is Dragon's Dogma 2, where in the single player game you have microtransactions allowing you to make the game easier. And of course, it's not the first time microtransactions appear in a single player game. We all remember the Oblivion Horse Armor. But I think it's probably the first game which makes you pay for editing your fucking character. Of course, you can also obtain that in the game just by playing it, but I think it's still very scummy in how aggressive those microtransactions are, and I hope this trend will end at Dragon's Dogma and other publishers will not hope on the microtransactions in single player games train. Looking at you, Rocksteady. The layoffs are awful too, and they are caused by irresponsibly managing your studio, but that's a topic for a whole another video. So subscribe for regular content, I guess. But what I don't see people often talk about are some journalists that intentionally don't talk about layoffs because they don't want to worsen their relations with big publishers. Especially one journalist who allegedly doesn't often report on the topic of layoffs because Allegedly, he doesn't want big companies to sign out of the Summer Game Fest and the Game Awards festivals, but like I said, it's a topic for a whole another video. Hi, so little update. Yesterday, Xbox closed a few studios including Tango Gameworks, the guys who made Hi-Fi Rush. The whole situation is pretty fucked up and sad, and it kinda makes the video out of date. It deeply saddens me that even if you create a literal game of the year, you're still not safe from the closure of your studio. Even though you may not have liked some games from these studios, it's important to remember that real people worked on them and real people now suffer. Also, in the spirit of being fair, Geoff was I think one of the first journalists who reported on it, which is pretty cool. So maybe something will change in that department. Alright, back to the video. So as you can see, gaming isn't without its flaws, but it's definitely not dead and it doesn't seem like it will be. I think my parallel to movies was a good comparison, but I don't want you to be discouraged because I said something bad about your favorite video game, and of course it's fine only liking Marvel movies, and the same goes for video games. There is nothing wrong with playing games that you like. I'm just saying that it's sometimes nice to step out of your comfort zone and widen your view on the industry and be open to something new. Thanks to gaming engines being more accessible than ever, anyone is capable of making a fun video game, and that's why we can have so many unique and fun experiences. And of course that also applies to the AAA games, because we have so many good ones. AAA gaming can be fun, and I'm tired pretending it's not. Don't let the bad apples overshadow the actual amazing big games. I'm not even mentioning the AA games, which are so many good ones, they deserve a video of their own. So subscribe for regular content, but also remember about the hundreds of creators waiting for you to discover them and their games. That way, by watching them, you'll learn more about video games, so you can contribute more to the conversations that are occurring around gaming. But hey, if you want to follow my journey in creating my very first short film, subscribe to my channel. Also, I'm creating a video about Sora AI thing, which is kind of a sequel to Rock Paper Scissors animation video, so if you want to know how some YouTubers are ruining animation, watch this video.